Gestalt learning theory. Definition. Every stimulus in learning is perceived by humans in its most simple form. It is also known as the law of simplicity.
What do you see? Dots, lines, colors, a sprinkle of paint, or whatever. Now enter into my imagination. Just imagine. May I ask you again? What does your mind tell you? With that simple demonstration, it's telling us that our mind has the tendency to set in order, to organize, to familiarize something that is abstract, something that doesn't make sense. So, sa example na ito is, yung utak natin ay nagsasabi na yung nakikita natin, yung nakikita mo, is isang puno sa gitna ng forest, isa siyang fire tree na full of colors. Yun yung maiisip natin. Pero na lang kung iba sa interpretation mo, okay lang yun. As long as yung utak natin primarily is nagsasabi sa atin ng isang bagay para maunawaan natin. So, ganyan mag-function ang Gestalt learning theory.
Letter C. A. T. Oh, it's that animal. Cat. Meow meow. Cat. Yes, that's a cat. Proponents of this Gestalt psychology are Max Widmer, Wolfgang Kohler, and Kurt Kafka. The main reason of creating this Gestalt psychology is in reaction to and in opposition of the so-called associationist and atomistic orientation in psychology. The associationist philosophy states that thinking and learning in memory can be explained by association links. Meaning, for example, if you have the word beach, you would start to think about many things about the beach, the sand, the ocean, swimming, and many more things na will bring back memories for you. And by so doing, you would have a meaning of the word beach because of experience. For atomistic orientation naman, it's a fragmented experience into distinct unrelated elements. So like from the word atomic or atom, it's an entity, it's separate, it does not relate for them. For example, a body part that does not relate because it functions that way only, unrelated to other parts in the brain, for example. Comprehension o pag-unawa sa Gestalt learning theory. Number 1, pedagogic. From the word pedagogy or sa pamagitan ng pagtuturo or techniques in teaching.
What teaching skills should I use?
Number 2, socio-cultural o kung ano ang application at implication nito sa lipunan.
How does it apply outside a classroom setting? Like in the community? How is it happening?
Number 3 is logic. On how does it make sense in the practical, actual, and sensible application of the theory.
Is it observable? Can it be transformed into data? Is it practical? Does it make sense?
Number 4, practical. On what is actually happening in the classrooms, for example, and in the community, and how is this theory applied? Is it successful or is it a failure?
Practicality, will that work as an example? Is it evident? Is it easy to understand? Is everybody doing it? Is it happening? in coming to understanding, these are just 4 things we can apply so that our teaching and our explanation would be understood, and that our students would be able to see them as they really are in the community. And with that, they would be able to project or make imagination or observation basing on this particular theory.
Visualization of Gestalt laws o pagsasakatawan ng Gestalt laws. Figure ground.
We instinctively perceive objects either in the background or the foreground. Is it prominent? Does it stand up? Or does it recede? Is it puzzling? Is it a figure that gives a mystery? Is it hidden?
Similarity.
When things are similar, we tend to group them together and think that they have the same function.
Proximity.
Things that are close together seems to be more related than things that are farther apart. The elements and other particulars of something is overridden with a space, because when things are close together, as we said, we have that mindset that they must be related. There must be something out of this than those things that are loose, that don't appear related or in unison.
Common region. Highly related to proximity. When objects are located within the same closed region, we perceive them as being grouped together. Borders and barriers are great ways to perceive separation between groups and objects, like in this drawing or painting. Continuity. Gutom lang ako. Elements that are arranged in a line or curve are perceived to be more related than elements not in the line or curve, no matter if they have the same color. Closure. Ikaw ba kasi hurt na hurt ka sa ex mo, kaya kailangan mo ng closure? When we look at a complex arrangement of visual elements, we tend to look for a single recognizable pattern. In a technical sense, sa totoo lang, hindi mga letters ang nakikita mo, pero it reads like Gestalt laws. Ito ay sa dahilan na ang brain natin ang nag-fill in sa bagay na looking familiar from the unfamiliar. Focal point! Agi!
Whatever that stands out would always capture our attention. For example, in a classroom setting, kung magtuturo tayo ng mga bata, is, for example, yung object lesson natin is my 5 crayons. Sa 5 na yan, 4 yung yellow at 1 yung red. So, ano yung mag-stand out na ma-identify ng bata? Siyempre yung red. At masasabi ng bata, ito ang naiiba. What color? Red. Yes, it's color red.
Common fate. Objects functioning or moving in the same direction appear to belong together. That is, they are perceived as a single unit. For example, a school of fish and birds going in one direction. Again, think how you can effectively apply Gestalt learning theory in your classrooms. You'd be surprised.